What's going on, everybody? This is Super Robot Ed, and today I finally got from Amazon Earthrise Prowl. I've been waiting for this one. I'm still waiting for the Ratchet and Lifeline. So if I got this guy, that means I got Earthrise Ironhide. He'll be coming up shortly. What can I say? It's Prowl, man. Dig it, it's Prowl. Love Prowl, man. One of the best. He's the guy that's security, you know what I'm saying, of the first world, you know, protector of the might and the right of those that are always in need of help. And now he's on Earth lending his prowess. I like how I said that, prowess. And helping those in need. So without further ado, let's take a look at him. And right off the bat, you'll notice he's another Dachshund, faux Dachshund. It's got tail lights in the back. It's got the headlights in the front. It's a really good job they did with this. Very reminiscent of the Japanese version of the RID Toys and Car Robots, where they gave them some nice details. It says police on the side, very simple, very clean. It's got the black wall tires with these white spokes in the middle. There is a guy that sells the hubcap plates that you can put on here, and I've got some coming in. Unfortunately, I couldn't really wait for them to arrive. They won't be here till this weekend, and I am not doing any reviews on the weekend. Maybe a couple of news reviews, but not anything to deal with toys. I'm not trying to deal with that right now. Yeah, very clean, very nice. Got that off-white. Not as stark white as the Siege version, which I've got to pull out of the woodworks, but comparatively, this is Prowl. And I think the light bar comes off. Well, it can, yeah, so it can come off. So you can actually put it on another car if you want. And you can make them like an unmarked police car without the lights. Pair them up with spin out, you know what I'm saying? Have like that team up, nice. But yeah, you can take off the light bar, you know, and of course you can put the gun on there, and again, voila, you got Prowl. So we're going to compare them to the other Dachshund brothers. And next up, Smokescreen. Next up, Blue Streak. And let's just say I don't have Barricade because I don't care for Barricade, so don't even worry about that. But it's fantastic. And for the first time in my life, I've got all three. No complaints about that. The only thing that I always said about Smokescreen over here is that I wish he had the skirts that match the front hood on the door and on the back here, which would have been cool. But other than that, really, it comes down to these two because they were paired up together to show off his toys. And, you know, the differences are there. I mean, you know, just the colors alone, you know, separate these two, even though they look the same. And I know a lot of people have been swapping ahead on, you know, Prowl from the Siege version to put on him. I can't do it. I'm not going to try to break this, and being a, excuse me, this is hard to get. I'm not going to worry about it because basically the toys were the same. So other than that, though, you know, I pretty much got mine. You know, it's a trick to getting everything to fit in place. You know, for the most part, he's actually the hardest to fit into place. He was pretty decent to get all the parts to fit into place. I hadn't had any problems with that. But yes, they look fantastic together. They roll, you know, just like that episode with Prowl and Blue Streak, and you know, when they're going up and they're fighting the Seekers, and he gets help from Chip Chase, and he's like, my battle computer is down, searching for an online computer. Do you realize in '84 they were talking about the internet on Transformers? Isn't that amazing? Just amazing. You know, you always look back at that and like, we didn't even think about it because it seemed futuristic because, you know, they were supposed to be, you know, robots that are far more advanced, but you find out later they were doing dial-up. Take a good look at the episode. So we're done looking at the cars. We're going to come back and get him into robot mode. If you want to see transformation for robot mode, I'll link to the Blue Streak video Also, there is the smokescreen video, which we'll also have in a card as it flies through. So if you want to go back and look at those for transformation, but there's no need to go through all of that. And we'll pause for the cause and be right back for comparisons and final thoughts. And we're back. And right now, we got in front of you Earthrise Prowl in robot mode. And let's look at the details. Has the same clear plastic on the legs. Still don't like that. You know, I wish they painted it just to reinforce it, but let's hope it holds up. So this is basically a repaint of Blue Streak. And I'm just going to put it out there to say that it is because it has the same head. The gun is the same. The only thing, he doesn't come with the shoulder weapons. And that's kind of a bummer because Prowl as a toy came with the shoulder weapons, but in the cartoon he was, portrayed with not having them on. And that's fine. I mean, here he is from the back. It's pretty nice. Side profile, pretty nice. Front profile, Overall, I like the head on him still because it has a little more life to me than that of the head on the Siege version. And even though I like the head crest, the Siege face sculpt doesn't look good. So I'm not going to try to head swap. Again, it's very hard to get this off. Do it at your own risk because it's hard to get one of these versus still being able to go to the store and get Blue Streak from Walgreens, which he's still readily available, I think. I don't know. I got mine way before he got to Walgreens. And, of course, Smokescreen. I've seen him in the stores, and he's available online. So, yeah, he does the same articulation. There's nothing different. Nothing changes. He's pretty tight. He doesn't have as quite loose of a joint as Blue Streak has. Blue Streak has a loose joint on the legs. Other than that, fantastic. A little off-white, like an eggshell white. Now, I do want to kind of do a quick comparison with the Siege version because he's going to be going out from off the shelf. And I did do this with Blue Streak because I don't have the other version. I don't like this one. I know people get upset and I don't like this one. It always looked weird to me. Like, even though they're the same height, the thickness of the thighs and the chest not being wide is what makes him look better. He kind of reminds me almost of the alternators, the Siege version. But I do like his gun. And, of course, he has the light bar. You see, and the light bar on him is not clear. So, that's a few things. And, again, I do like that they gave him the stripes like the original the toy. The original toy had those, like, sergeant stripes, if you put the stickers on. He's got the Cybertronian writing for, I guess, police. And like I said, from the back. Even the doors are slightly different. The legs are different. And other than that, he's still a cool piece, but he's going to be the one going on my show. And, of course, because we all want to see them together one last time, let's put them all in a row. Let's put them all in a row. Let's get them in a row. Get them in a row. And there they are, all three together. And they just look fantastic. Again, this is kind of similar to how I put Sunstreaker with Cordon and Spin Out. Having these three together is like childhood memories all wrapped up of something that I never owned the Dotson brothers as a kid. Never got them. So this is as close as you're going to get to not getting Masterpiece, but getting mainline and getting something that looks as good as these three. And they look fantastic together. Like I said, I don't have Barricade. He's not in my, view, so not really caring. So we're going to take these two off the way because there's really nothing else to talk about. And let's get down to business. The final thoughts. It's Prowl. I mean, you don't need to say anything else. It's him. you know, and he looks good. You know, you might, some purists will say, well, I like the Siege version. I think the Siege version was great. If we weren't getting these, then the Siege version would have been it. But I mean, we got these. And I know if these came first, no one would have got the Siege version. So there's no need to get into, well, Siege came first. Doesn't really matter. This is a fantastic looking figure. I've had no troubles transforming him. But I do want to point out to people, if you really want a solid transformation, there are pegs underneath the arms here where the arms fold into. And the trick is, when you transform into robot mode, you kind of got to use your thumb to get one end in and get the other end in. Putting it in car mode, the trick is the back legs. That's all I'm going to tell you. You start, once you get the back legs in and get it in correct, it all folds into place. So would I give this a 10? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It does what it does. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, it's Prowl. There's nothing else to say. I mean, what do you want? What do you want? You know what I'm saying? It's him. I mean, it's him. It's Prowl. It's the Prowl that I know and the Prowl that I want. So, 10 out of 10 for me. As of this recording, I know he's impossible to get. And my heart goes out to you guys that can't get him, because I pre-ordered this sucker at the end of September, October. Pre-ordered him. It was supposed to be here in November, got pushed back in December, and I got him on December the 30th today. And here's the funny part. It shipped out of Atlanta, went all the way to Baltimore, and then came back down to North Carolina. I don't know why it did that. That is the weirdest thing to me, but that's what it said in the tracking. But I got him. Somebody punched a hole in the box. Big deal. They must have upset. But nothing was wrong with the toy, and everything's good. Yeah. I just hope that everyone that pre-ordered him can get him. If you can, excellent. If you can't, try to, get him from Japan. That's going to be your, best bet. Because if you try to get him anyplace else, it's just going to be hard to get, just way too hard to get. So again, my name is Super Robot Ed. I'd like to thank everybody for watching my videos, and we've got one more to do on this marathon of videos. We're going to do Earthrise Ironhide next, and I'm not putting these up till tomorrow. Peace.